What to do when a girl looks at you. Are you a confident and brave spirit online, but shy away and lose the whole act when a girl throws just one glance at you in real life? Yeah, happens to the best of us. Well, it's easier to win at any game when you know the rules, right? The same goes for flirting. So to up your dating game and never lose your cool again when a girl looks your way, pay close attention to the tips we're about to share with you. But first, take a moment to get your exclusive access to tons of useful and fun videos coming out on the daily. All you've got to do is hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join the bright side of life. Now, let's see what we can do for your flirting game. Imagine this. You're at a bar or bowling with your friends. All of a sudden, you get that indescribable yet easily recognizable feeling that you're being watched. You raise your eyes and see her. Attractive, self-confident, amazing. That girl definitely knows what she wants. You look at her for like a millisecond and then immediately look away as your face is turning red. She totally caught you off guard. A minute later, you calm yourself down and get ready for it, but she isn't looking at you anymore. Congrats, you blew it. That's not what we want, right? So let's play that scenario again with some alternative approaches. You could order her a drink and have the waiter deliver it to her, saying, "Compliments from the gentleman over there." Well, that trick might work in the movies, but that's not how we do it in real life. If you want to buy the girl a drink, buy her a drink and give it to her yourself. Another thing dating coaches recommend for some reason is to get all mysterious and move to the other corner of the bar. The fair lady is supposed to follow you there and start a conversation herself. Word of the wise, that's not gonna happen. It just creeps most women out and they'll find someone else to check out. So, what's the right way to do it? Just follow these basic steps. 1. Assess the situation. You won't have much time for this step, but it's easier done than said, really. You see, the girl might have looked at you just because it's natural for people to scan the room with their eyes. She could just be deep in thought and giving you an empty look. Finally, it may be a former classmate or coworker you haven't seen in ages who's trying to figure out where she's seen you before. One thing is definite. When she gives you the look, you'll know it. You'll feel right away that she's set her eyes on you because you've piqued her interest. Some good signs that she's showing interest in you are when she shifts her gaze from you to some object and then back at you. When she maintains eye contact for longer than a second, and obviously when she smiles while looking at you. If any of these signs are present, it's up to you to decide whether or not to give her a meaningful look back. Which brings us to our next step. 2. Look back at her. If you feel she's into you and you're equally into her, and you're not in a relationship at the moment, of course, it's high time you looked back at her. Seriously, don't hesitate to do it quickly or else she might think you're not interested. Let her know you've noticed her glance and you wouldn't mind getting to know her. When I say glance, I really mean it. Don't make it longer than 1 to 2 seconds. Staring at a stranger, no matter how attractive they are, would creep anyone out. In case she looks away before she catches your glance, keep looking at her until she notices. And forget about the cliche of smiling because it's a great icebreaker and so on. A grin out of nowhere, especially when it's nervous and paired with scared eyes, or a cheesy smirk, are unlikely to do you any good. Instead, practice something else that works all the time. Supermodel and businesswoman Tyra Banks calls it a smize, which translates to smile with your eyes. You can practice it in front of the mirror to master it, so it doesn't come out all awkward when it's showtime. A self-confident guy who knows his own worth can easily send a lady all the right vibes with his eyes alone. It's totally masculine, yet gives her the message you have a kind and warm personality that you're ready to show her. As you smize at her, keep your chin up and don't lose confidence. 3. Establish longer eye contact. After you've exchanged a few glances, it's time to take some more serious action. And no, it's not about approaching her just yet. It's all about creating some positive tension using eye contact. A 2005 study led by Dr. Malia Fox Mason, a psychologist at Columbia University, proved that we find people more attractive when they make eye contact and follow us with their gaze. So why not take full advantage of what science has proven? Once you've caught her glance, again, keep looking at her as if you're having a silent conversation. It sounds weird, but it's not that hard if you've practiced. The most important thing is that you send her the right message. You're a strong, confident adult who knows exactly what he wants. To spice it up a bit, you could also try the sticky eyes technique. As you're about to look away, turn your head, but keep your eyes on her for another moment. It's a subtle way of telling her you find her so attractive that you literally can't take your eyes off her, as if they're stuck there. Again, practice this technique in front of the mirror. You don't want to risk coming out awkward or creepy. If you feel like something's gone wrong and your connection has been interrupted on her side, don't panic. It's not the end yet. You see, there are shy guys and there are also shy girls out there. She might just need a little more time to adjust. Besides that, if she suddenly looked away, she might be playing hard to get. In that case, just stay confident and show her you're still in it to win it. Once you've got her attention back, let her know you're about to approach her. Yes, you have to do it without saying a word with your mouth. Say it with your eyes instead. 4. Approach her. Finally, it's time for the big scary part you've both feared and waited for. Approach the girl. To make it easier for you, think of it this way. She invited you to get to know her, and you're just accepting her invitation. She's the one who looked at you in the first place, right? So get up, don't slouch, keep your back straight and your head up, and approach the girl. Now that you're standing next to her, it's time to say something. Think over your opening lines, don't mumble, and by all means, don't say something stupid or cliché. Keep it casual and playful. Don't go with something formal like, "Let me introduce myself." Instead, go for, "Hey, I don't think we've met before. My name is..." Once she responds, get into a friendly conversation. It's hard to predict where it's going to go or which topics you're going to cover. Remember one thing. Girls love a guy who listens. Respond to what she says, and not just one-liners like, "Oh, that's cool." Ask follow-up questions and just be yourself. You definitely can't go wrong with that. Another important thing to remember is that all girls are different. They have their own turn-ons and red flags, but one thing they all appreciate, like any other human, is being treated with respect. Do you find it hard to approach people you don't know? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a like if it helped you out any, and click subscribe to stay on the bright side of life.